Hi students, welcome to Diamond Group of Institutions online classes. Myself Govindra, Senior Lecturer in Mathematics. Today we are going to continue the chapter determinants. In this we have completed totally 13 classes. Yes, now this is the 14th class. So now we are going to continue the exercise 4.6 in this class. Yes, so this exercise 4.6 it is a very important for 5 marks. Yes, so remember one thing in the exercise whatever the 4.1 we have completed, that exercise which is important for 1 mark, okay, and exercise 4.2 is there now, that is important for 4 marks, okay, and exercise 4.3 which is important for 2 marks, okay. By observing the exercise 4.4 and 4.5 which are not more important for NCERT board, okay, remember that. And now observing the last one 4.6 exercise, from that we are having one of the 5 marks. Yes, so by observing here the 4.6 exercise is more important comparing to the remaining exercises in chapter number 4, that is determinants. So now we can observe here, so we have completed some examples from this. So now we are taking the exercise 4.6 question number 12 here. Because of this question is very important, this question asked in NCERT board 2 to 3 times. So now see, solve the system of linear equations using matrix method. Means in the exercise 4.6 whatever the questions are there now, all the questions are they are what, using matrix method only we are going to solve. Yes or no? So that's why we are taking the equation question number 12 here. There are 3 equations are having. Suppose he is giving the 3 equations in our question, remember definitely he will give the 3 variables in that. Yes, x, y, z. So now see, the first equation contains 3 variables. Yes or no? X, y, z. And the second equation also having the 3 variables x, y, z. Third equation also having x, y, z. Means remember one thing here, suppose he is giving the 2 equations for us. Yes, system of linear equations which are only 2 equations are given in our question. So remember in that he will be give only 2 variables x and y, that's all. In case he is giving the 3 equations in our system of linear equations, they are definitely having the how many variables? There are 3 variables will be there. Yes. So that's this is the question having here. So in this having the 3 equations means there are 3 variables are present. Yes. So now we can solve this system of equations. Now we are writing here, but so we are writing the solution. The system of equations can be written in the form of Ax is equal to b. Means we are writing these all our 3 equations are there now. These equations we are writing in the form of what, Ax is equal to b. Ax is equal to b means A is a matrix. Yes, we are taking from this A matrix and X matrix and B matrix. Suppose we are multiplying these 2 matrices, again you will get these 3 equations only. Remember, by multiplying these 2 matrices A and X, definitely you will get these 3 equations only. That's why. So we are writing the A matrix here. A matrix which is going to write from the 3 equations only. We are taking the coefficients of x, y, z. Remember that we are taking the coefficients of what, x, y, z only. So now A is equal to, we can write C from the first equation. This is the very simple way we are doing the solution for the exercise 4.6. Yes, that's why is asking the 5 marks. Yes. Now see, from the first equation I am writing as the coefficient of x, y, z. So coefficient of x is 1, coefficient of y is -1, coefficient of z is what, 1. So next here, from the second equation we can write, see, 2, 1, -3, 4, and see the third equation, that is 1, 1, 1. Yes. So x, there is a x here in front of this. There is x like this in front of this. There is no any constant. Means remember, put 1 here. Yes, because of 1 into x is again indicate x or not. So that's why we are writing here in the last row 1 into y, 1 into z. That's 1, 1, 1. This is the matrix matrix A we are writing here. Next, see the matrix x here. Sir, how we can write the matrix x here? Means actually matrix x is said to be a variable matrix. Means a given system of equations we have to observe how many variables are given. Yes, suppose he is giving the 2 variables, x is equal to, we have to write x, y, that's all. Suppose he is giving the 3 variables, So we have to write there x, y, z. This is known as what? Variable matrix, remember. And whatever the matrix B here, that matrix B is said to be a constant matrix. Yes, which one that? That is a constant matrix. So now we are taking the matrix B. So how we can write the matrix B here means whatever the three equations are having here now, after is equal to whatever the constant will be left here, the constant we have to write in this. Yes, from the first equation that is 4. Yes, we have to write in the first row 4. From the second equation that is the 0, we have to write in the second row. From the third equation, whatever the constant is left here, that is 2. Yes, we have to write the 2 in the third row. Yes, so we got again one more matrix. This is known as matrix B. So remember, first we have to know how to write the matrix A, matrix X, matrix B. Yes, suppose we have completed up to here, we get the 1 mark from this. Okay. So now after that we have to check the matrix A. By taking the matrix A, we have to check the determinant of A whether equal to 0 or not equal to 0. Yes. So suppose the determinant of A, we got the 0. Again we have the two steps. Yes. Whether the determinant of A is equal to, suppose we have got the 0, means whether it is again A consistent or inconsistent. There are two cases we have to again say adjacent A into B. Yes. Now suppose we got the determinant of A is not equal to 0, directly we can say the system of equations are what? Consistent. Yes, having the unique solutions. This is the way one by one we are doing the solutions. So now see, first we can start the determinant of A. This is the matrix A here. Now I am going to apply the determinant on both the sides. Yes, now we can write determinant of A is equal to, we are using the symbol here determinant. So now we are using the symbol here determinant like this. Yes. So we know that in the first exercise also we have completed, and one more thing, the chapter name also what? Determinants only. So we know that how to make the determinant for the 2 by 2 matrix and for the 3 by 3 matrices also. Yes or no? So now we are taking here the determinant for the matrix A. Yes, this is the symbol which is going to indicate us that is the determinant symbol. Yes or no? So now we are taking here, now I will write here plus, minus, plus. We know that how to make the determinant. First we have to write, suppose we are taking the matrix A here, now we have to use the sign plus, minus, plus. Yes, completed now? So after that we have to take 1 here. Suppose we are taking the 1 here, now we have to close the address. Yes, where it is 1 which is present in the first row, first column. Just to close the address of the 1. Yes, now I am going to close the address of 1, see like this. Then whatever the elements we are observing here, actually that is the 2 by 2 determinant. We are making the cross multiplication for this determinant. We will get the result 1 into 1 is 1. Yes, in between we will get the minus. Just I will write here roughly 1 into 1 is 1. Yes, completed now. In between we will get the minus. Again see 1 into minus 3, it is again what? Minus 3. Means 1 minus and minus plus. So total result is what? 1 plus 3. Yes, like this we are right here. Next one is see here minus is there, but here again having the minus. So minus into minus we can write plus. Yes. So plus 1 into, close the address of this total part. This is the element which is present in what? Which row? This is the element which is present in the first row and second column. Yes or no? First row, second column means by closing the first row, second column, whatever the elements we are observing here, just make the cross multiplication for that. So 2 minus 3, 1 is left. 2 into 1 we can write 2. Yes. After writing 2 into 1 is 2. In between we are writing what? Minus. So next to see 1 into minus 3, again we have minus 3, means 2 minus into minus plus. So finally we got here 2 plus 3. Yes or no? Next the last one is 1 is there, 1 into. Now we are going to close the address for this. Then the part is 2 1 1 will be left. Yes or no? By closing the address of 1 here, this is present in what? In which row, which column? This is present in the first row. Yes or no? And which column, that is last column. By closing the address of this one, we are having the elements here. What are the elements we are observing here? 2 1 1 will be there. Just make the cross multiplication for this. 2 into 1 is 2. In between we can get minus. Again 1 into 1 is what? 1. We got again 2 minus 1 as well. Now the simplification of this one is, see, 1 plus 3 we can write what? 4. Again 2 plus 3 is 5 and 2 minus 1 we are having what? 1. So 1 into 1 is what? 1. Next one. This total result we are having here what? 10. Means we can say determinant of A is equal to what? 0. Determinant of A we are not able to get the 0. Yes or no? So result we got here what? 10. So we can say determinant of A we got 10 is nothing but which is not equal to 0. Yes or no? Determinant of A which is not equal to 0 means remember here A is a which kind of matrix that is? Whether it is a singular matrix or non-singular matrix. What are the definitions of singular and non-singular matrix? Yes. Suppose we are taking one of the matrix by doing the determinant for that. In case we got the determinant of A is equal to 0. Yes. Determinant of A we got equal to 0. We can say that matrix is a singular matrix. Yes. If we are getting the determinant of A is not equal to 0 means we can say that matrix is said to be what? Non-singular matrix. If the determinant of A is not equal to 0 means we can say A is a non-singular matrix. And one more thing, the system is which kind of system? That is a consistent system of equations. Yes, which kind of? That is consistent system of equations are there. Yes. These are the consistent system of equations means remember if we are having the determinant of A not equal to 0 immediately we have to write A is a non-singular and having the unique solutions. Which kind of solutions are there? Unique solutions. Unique solutions we are having from this because of the system is consistent system is nothing but here determinant of A is not equal to 0 means definitely we can have the solution is which kind of solution that is? Unique solution. Just I will rub this. See here. So now we got the determinant of A. Yes. After that we have to find the adjoint of A. Yes. So we got the determinant of A which is not equal to 0 means we can say the consistent system of equations. Yes. Now having the unique solutions. Further we have to find the adjoint A. Again we have to find the A inverse. After that x is equal to C. We have to write x is equal to A inverse into B. The multiplication of two matrices we can get here some x, y, z values. So that is the process we are doing which is known as what? Matrix method. So that's why in this we are finding the adjoint A. Sir, how to find the adjoint A? It is a very simple one. Suppose we are having the matrix A. Yes, we know that the matrix A. So we are taking here in the middle one. So we are going to say this is the otherwise I will write the matrix A here. Yes, roughly I am writing matrix A is that is what? 1 minus 1 1 and 2 1 minus 3. Next one is what? 1 1 1. This is the matrix A or not? So now from this matrix A I will write the adjoint. How we can write? So we have to take the second row. First select the second row. So remember the process I am writing here the adjoint A. Select the second row. In this we have to take the first middle number. So middle element. 1 is there now. First we are writing 1. 1 after that we have to write minus 3. Next we have to write plus 2. Then we have to write again 1. So yes, 1 minus 3 2 again 1. See 1 minus 3 2 1. But how we are writing that? This is the row but we are writing in a column. Yes or no? We are writing in a column, and by observing the third row here, after completion of the second row, we have to take the third row. By taking the third row, again we have to take the middle one, that is 1. By writing the 1 here, again we have to take this one 1. Yes, 1, and again left to this middle number, that is again having 1. So finally we got the column here, the second column 1 1 1 1 1. Yes. Next one is come to the first row. After completion of the third row, we are going to go through the first row. This is in between having minus 1. First we have to write the minus 1 here. Again go to the right. Yes, 1. Again come to the left and again middle one. Yes. So that's why I am writing minus 1 1 1 minus 1. That's all. And after writing the three columns here, just whatever the first column is there now, just shift that into the where? In the last column. So 1 minus 3 2 1. Completed up here, all of you understood. So now see here, just make the cross multiplication like this in between the four numbers. In between four numbers we are writing the cross multiplication. See 1, 2, 3, 4 cross multiplication like this. Okay. After that we can write the adjoint A. Sir, how we are writing the adjoint A? Whatever the cross multiplication symbols are there now, just follow that. Just make the multiplication. We can have the adjoint A. Now see here, 1 into 1 we can write here 1. Yes or no? So by doing the cross multiplication here, by multiplying these two, immediately we are writing in between minus. Yes. So 1 into 1 is 1. Yes. In between minus. So next we are again multiply these two. Minus 3 into 1 is what? Actually minus 3. So minus and minus plus. So 1 we are getting what? Plus 3. That's why I am writing here directly 1 plus 3. Yes. After completion of this one, see the next one. 1 into 1 it is 1. Yes or no? Again remember, in between we have to write the minus. I know that. But in front of these two, suppose having the negative sign. Yes, in front of these two, any one number which is having the negative sign, between we are having what? That is the plus sign. So that's why plus into minus is minus 1. So 1 in between minus, but there is again minus, minus and minus plus. That's why we can write this is 1 plus 1. Yes. And the last one is in the first row we can write minus into minus, that is plus 1 into 3 is 3. Yes, completed now. In between we are writing the minus. After that see 1 into 1 is 1. So we have completed, that is 3 minus 1, which is the element which is present in which row now? That is the first row last element. After completion of this total part C, so again we have to jump into the second place. See minus 3 into 1, that is the minus 3. Again in between minus 2 into 1 is 2. Yes, completed. Now 1 into 1 is 1 minus 1 into again 1 is 1. Again see similarly 1 into 2 is 2, in between minus, but having here minus, that's why I am writing 1 into minus 3, in between having the minus, plus minus is minus, plus 2 plus 3. Last one is, so in the similar manner we are going to continue. Yes, you people can also make the parallel. Yes, see here 2 into 1 is, we can write 2, between minus 1 into 1 is 1. Completed now. So now plus into minus is minus 1. Yes, 1 into 1 is again 1, in between minus. And last one is 1 into 1 is 1, between minus, but in front of this, any one of these in front of these numbers having the negative means definitely we get the between what? Plus. So that's why plus 2. Completed now. So now see here, adjoint we have completed. Now with little bit simplification will be there here. 1 plus 3, 4, we know that 1 plus 1 is 2. This will be again 2. So it is minus 5, 0. Again this can be written as 5. 2 minus 1 is 1. This can be again minus 2. This will be the 3. So we got the adjoint successfully here. Yes. So in this using matrix method, the mainly we have to find the determinant of A and adjoint A. The total solution which is depending upon the determinant of A and adjoint A only. Yes. Suppose we got the perfectly adjoint A and determinant of A, so we will get the solution for this perfectly. So now we have completed this. Yes, we got the adjoint A. So now I will find the A inverse. Yes. A inverse is equal to what? 1 by determinant of A into adjoint A. This is the formula to find the inverse of a matrix. 1 by determinant of A into adjoint A. What is the determinant of A? Just to be completed. Yes, we got that is 10. So we can replace that is 10 into adjoint A. Yes, having here adjoint A, we are replacing adjoint A. After having the A inverse, this is known as what? A inverse. After having the A inverse matrix, now we have to write this equation. That is what? X is equal to A inverse into B. Yes, remember this. X is equal to A inverse into B. Yes. So X is equal to A inverse is already having here. Now put here A inverse matrix into B matrix. Just now in the starting only I told you B matrix, that is the constant matrix. When we get only the constants here, all the three equations 4, 0, 2. So that's why 4, 0, 2. That is the matrix B. Yes. So now we can multiply these two matrices. Yes or no? After writing the A inverse matrix and B matrix, just we can multiply these two matrices. Yes. The multiplication of these two matrices will be get the one of the resulting matrix. So after we can equate the x value, y value, z value. That is our x, y, z answer. Okay. So just I will draw this. See here, the multiplication of two matrices which are A inverse into B matrices, we are having this one. Yes. We are just multiplying the two matrices. Just now I told A inverse matrix into B matrix. The first row, first column, second row, first column, third row, first column. We know that already how to multiply. So the multiplication of that result we are having this one. Yes. Now the 16 plus 4 we are writing there what 20. Again minus 20 plus 10 it is what minus 10. Again 4 plus 6 we are having what 10. Now multiply this 1 by 10 inside the matrix. Means each and every element in this which is multiplied by 1 by 10. So that's why I can write 20 by 10 and next one is what minus 10 by 10. Again the last one is 10 by 10. So 10 one times 10 two times gets cancelled here. Yes. And 10 1 the 10 1 the, and this one also what again 10 1 the 10 1 the gets cancelled. Finally we are having the result from this, that is in the first place that is 2. Yes, and whatever the second place that is minus 1, and whatever the last one that is again 1. Yes, so and we know that what is the capital X we are going to indicate here. What is the capital X here? Capital X which is going to indicate that is the variable matrix, and X is equal to also in the starting we have wrote that is what X is equal to x, y, z. Yes or no? There are three variables are having. That's why we can add three variables here. So x, y, z. Yes. After writing this, just comparing the corresponding places on both the sides, because of in between having the is equal to symbol. So that's why there are two matrices are having here. Now just we are going to comparing the corresponding places. Now just we can equate the corresponding places only. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 1, z is equal to 1. This is the solution we got for this question. Yes. After here, suppose we have completed, we got the x, y, z values in our examination. And in some cases, we will be do the little bit mistakes also. Yes, because this is the mathematics. Okay, by doing the some simplification, there will be get the solution also wrong solution. Okay. In case we got the x, y, z values, suppose we are not able to say whether these are the correct or wrong. So how we can test this? Means it is very simple to test whether our solution is correct or wrong. Put this all the x, y, z values in the first equation, second equation, third equation. Whether LHS is equal to whether it is giving the RHS or not, just we have to check. If these three x, y, z values which are satisfied for these three equations, we can say our solution is correct. Just I will verify this. Here we are taking the x, y, z values now. Yes, now I will put this in the first equation. The first equation x value is here 2 and second value is what minus of y value is having what minus 1. Yes or no? Plus I will write here 1. In place of z we can write what 1 is equal to see 2 minus into minus plus 1 plus 1. Finally we got the result is what 4. Yes. What is the RHS? RHS is 4. Yes. We can say now our x, y, z values are perfect solutions. Yes. Now by suppose we are going to substitute in the second equation, we have to get the result is 0. By going to substitute in the third equation, we have to get the result is what 2. Then only we can say our solution is correct solution. Now we can see the next question. See, this is again one of the important question which is asked in the final examination. Yes. This is the question number 13. Just now we have completed the question number 12. Yes, what are the questions I am going to complete here in the today's class? They were very important for the NCERT report. Okay, so now see the question number 13, which is again one of the important question. So first we have to write here the system of equations can be written in the form of Ax is equal to b. Yes, suppose we are going to start the solution. First we have to write this line. Yes, in the form of X is equal to b. Yes, so we know that Ax is equal to b means by multiplying the A matrix into X matrix, which is again equal to, we will get this total matrix. Yes, so that's why we are writing in this format. So now in this, what is A matrix, what is X matrix, what is B matrix means A is equal to whatever the three equations are there. From this we are having the coefficients of x, y, z from the first equation, from the second equation, from the third equation. That will be the matrix here. See here, from the first equation we can write 2, 3, 3. Yes, these are your coefficient of x, y, z. From the second equation, suppose there is no anything means we are writing simply 1. So 1 minus 2, 1. Yes, 1 minus 2, 1. And whatever the third equation, that is 3 minus 1 minus 2. Yes, we have completed a matrix here. What is X? X is a variable matrix. Yes, in the before class or before problem also I told it is a variable matrix. Whatever the variables are found in these three equations, we have write that so X, Y, Z. And whatever the constant matrix here, that is after is equal to whatever the constants are left in these three equations, we are writing in this order only 5 minus 4, 3. That's all. We got A matrix, X matrix, B matrix. After here we will get to 1 mark. Yes. So now we can start the determinant of this. This is after having the matrix here. immediately we have to start the determinant of A. So just we are applying the determinant symbol here on both the sides for this matrix. Yes, we know that how to make the determinant. Yes, now you can start the parallel, we can complete this solution. Yes, so now start you people also. So see here we are plus minus plus. Next 2 into, just close the address for this one, the cross multiplication of this one you will get this one. Again there is a minus 3. Yes, by making the cross multiplication for this, whatever the elements are left, we are making the cross multiplication 1 into minus 3, in between minus 3 into 1 is 3 like that, and the last one is 3 into, by going to close the address for the plus 3 here, that is the first row, last column. Yes, whatever the elements we are observing here, 1, 2, 3, 4 elements are there, no? Cross multiplication of this one we will get this. Yes. So this is the very simple one. Yes, we have completed number of questions about the determinant concept. Yes. Now the simplification of this one, we are having the 5. This is minus 5. This is what 6 minus 1 is 5. Next one, 2 into 5 is 10. Minus 1 minus plus 15. Again this is the 15. So finally we got the result is what? 40. Determinant of A is equal to what? 40. So determinant of A, suppose we got the 40 means which is equal to 0 or not equal to 0? Definitely which is not equal to 0. If the determinant of A not equal to 0, having the unique solution, remember one thing, the system of equations, which kind of equations? They are consistent system of equations. Yes. So now I am writing here A is a non-singular matrix and has a which kind of solution, that is a unique solution. You will write here. Yes. After writing it, what we have to do? Again we have to complete the adjoint A. Yes. After that we can write x is equal to A inverse into B. Yes. Now we can do the paralleling. Just I will do this. See here. So we have completed the determinant of A. We got there 40. Yes. So now from the matrix A, just roughly I am writing this here. From the matrix A, again we have to write the adjoint of the matrix. Yes or no? How we can find the adjoint of the matrix from the matrix A means, remember once again I am going to see this process. So see, we have to select the second row first. Okay, we are going to select the second row and we have to take the middle element, that is minus 2. Again we have to write to this element. Yes, write to this element is nothing but 1. So that's why I am writing here 1. After we have to come left, again having the 1. Again we have to write the middle one. Yes, actually this is what? Center, right, left, center. Okay, just you have to remember like this also. CRLC means first we are writing the center one, next we are going right, again we are coming left, again we are entering center one. Yes. So next to see the after completion of the second row and the singular manner we are writing third row. So that is the element minus 1 is there now. Minus 1, again right, minus 2, that is left 3. Yes, again we are writing the middle one, minus 1. Completed. See here, we are going to start at the first row. Yes, that is the in between having the 3 means we write the 3, again right 3, again left is 2, again the center one is 3. Completed. After completion of these 3 rows here, yes, now we have to write the whatever the first place is there now, we have to write the last. Minus 1, 1, 1, minus 2. Minus 2, 1, 1, minus 2. Minus 2, 1, 1, minus 2. Completed now? Just make the cross multiplication. See, minus 2 into minus 2, it is 4. In between we get what? Minus, but having here minus, that's why we are writing the plus. 1 into 1 is 1. Completed now? Next one, minus 3 into 1 is minus 3 plus. Minus and minus into there is a plus. Minus 6, but in between having minus. So plus 6. Next one, 3 1 the 3. Between we get a minus, but here having minus, that's why we are writing plus. 3 into the again 6. Completed now? 1 into 3 is 3. Again having the minus means we are writing the plus 2. Next one, minus 4. Yes, minus 3 3 are 9. Next one, 3 1 the 3 minus 2 1 the 2. Completed now? And the last one is plus and minus is minus. 1 into 1 is 1. In between minus, but having the minus here, that's why plus 3 to the 6. Next one, last one is 3 3 are 9. In between minus. So minus 1 means we have completed the plus 2 here. Next, see, plus and minus is minus 4. And between minus, so 3 1 are 3. Completed now? Next, we know that how to make the simplification for this 4 plus 1 is, that is the 5. The simplification for this is the adjoint of the matrix. Yes or no? So we got the determinant of A matrix and adjoint of the A matrix. So simply we can write the A inverse here. What is the formula for A inverse? That is 1 by determinant of A into adjoint. Yes or no? 1 by determinant of f we have completed, that is what 40, and what about the organic? This is the organic we are writing here. Next, having the A inverse, what we have to do? Again we have to do this one, x is equal to A inverse into B. Yes or no? X is equal to A inverse into B. This is the A inverse. Yes or no? So this is the A inverse we have in the matrix B also. Just we can substitute A inverse and B matrix here. See, just I am going to substitute A inverse matrix, after that what? B matrix also. Now we will get x is equal to here. A inverse matrix is this one only, 1 by 40 into I will write 5, 3, 9. Just I am writing this matrix, and 5 minus 31 and 5, 11 minus 7. Yes, into we have written the matrix B. This is the matrix B or not? What are the constants are there? So that's why 5 minus 4 and 3. Yes, just I will rub this one. See here, so x is equal to, so we have the A inverse matrix, again this is the matrix B. Yes or no? So just we can multiply these two matrices. First row, first column. Yes, 5 into 5 is 25, plus and minus, minus, 4 3 are 12. Next, plus into plus is plus, 9 into 3 is 27. Yes, again we are taking the second row, we are multiplying with what? First column. Yes, so 5 into 5 is 25, minus into minus plus, 13 into 4 is 52, plus 1 into 1 is 3, 1 into 3 is 3. Next one is, again we are taking the last row, multiplying with what? First column. Yes, 5 into 5 is 25, minus into plus is minus 44, minus into plus is minus 21. Completed now? Now this total simplification is 14, again the second one is 80. Yes, and the last one is we got here what? Minus 40. Now multiply this 1 by 40 inside the matrix, means that is 40 by 40, again 80 by 40 and minus 40 by 40. 40 one times gets cancelled, we are having 1 here, this is the 2, we are having minus 1. So we got 1, 2, minus 1. But what is the capital X which is going to indicate here? That is the variable matrix. Yes, there is what? X, Y, Z. So by equating on both the sides, X is equal to, we got 1, Y is equal to 2 and Z is equal to minus 1. Yes, this is our solution. Okay, in this we are feeling this is not our, means somewhere we are doing the mistake, means whether the solution is correct or wrong. So we can make the verification also. Put this all the X, Y, Z values here. Yes, so 2 into we can write in place of X is 1 and plus 3 into we can write what? 2. Again 3 into what? That is minus 1. So we have to get the right hand side value, that is what? 5. See here, 2 into 1 is 2, 3 to the 6 minus 7. Means finally we got this 8, 2 plus 6 is 8 minus 3, 8 minus 3 that is 5. So we got the RHS or not. So we can say our solution is perfect solution. Now we can see the next question. So again this is one of the important question number 14. Yes. So now observe here, for these two equations again we have tried here what in the solution, the system of equations can be written in the form of Ax is equal to B. So we have completed now just now 12th question and 13th question. Yes. So now we are taking one more question, means all the three questions they are in same method. Remember, okay? So we have completed the two questions, means we can do easily the question number 14 here. Yes. So now parallelly we can complete C here. So we are writing X is equal to B, A matrix is here and X matrix, B matrix. How to write the A matrix? We know that from this one we are writing 1 minus 1 2. Yes, 1 minus 1 2. Again this is what? 3 4 minus 5. Next one is 2 minus 1 3. Completed A matrix. X is nothing but how many variables are there in this? There are 3 variables are there, X, Y, Z. And what about the constant matrix, that is 7 minus 5 12. Yes. After completion of this one, what we have to do? Yes, we have to take the matrix A and we have to find the determinant of A. So that's why we are taking the determinant for this matrix A. We know that how to make the determinant. Yes, this is the matrix A. We are making the determinant means first we have to add the plus, minus, plus. Yes. So by taking the first element here, close the address, first row and first column. Cross multiplication, this one will be this one. Next one is minus and minus plus 1. See, minus and minus plus 1. Again close the address for this one. So that is what 3 3 is 9. Again in between having the minus into minus means plus 2 into 5 is 10. Again see here 2 into 2 into means what is the address for these two? That is the first row, last column. So 3 into minus 1 is minus 3, between minus 2 4 the 8. Next, the simplification for this total we are having here what? 4. We know that how to make the simplification. Yes, it is one of the small simplification you can do. So determinant of here they are having here 26 minus 22 means 4. So determinant of here we got the 4 means whether it is equal to 0 or not equal to 0. Definitely not equal to 0. So we got the determinant of A is not equal to 0 means we can say E is a non-singular matrix. Yes. And we have to write it as a unique solution. Which kind of solutions are having for this system? Unique solutions. Now we can find the adjoint of the matrix. Yes, we have completed the determinant of EM, that is 4. Now we can find the adjoint of the matrix. Just I will draw. See, this is the matrix roughly I am writing here. From this matrix only we have to write the adjoint of the matrix. Yes or no? We are taking the middle one, that is 4. Again we have write minus 5, 3, 4. But this is the row we are selecting, but we have write in the column. Yes sir? Yes or no? So 4 minus 5 3 4 completed now. Again see, this is the middle one, minus 1 and 3. Again we are taking the 2, again minus 1. And first row is after completion of the third row we are going to do the first row. First row is that is minus 1. So minus 1 we can write the 2, again 1 minus 1. Yes. And this is the first column we are shifting in last. So 4 minus 5 3 4 completed now. Just we are making the cross multiplication for this. Yes. So the cross multiplication of this one will be, you will get the adjoint of a matrix. Yes or no? So see, 4 into 3 is 12 minus, there is a minus into minus, plus 5 into 1 is 5. So we are writing here 12 minus 5. Yes or no? After writing this, see, minus into plus is minus 2. Again in between we can write minus, but there is a minus into minus plus. So minus 2 we can write plus 3 here. Yes or no? After this, here minus into minus plus, 1 into 5 is 5. Next one between minus 2 into 4 is 8. Completed now? So see this is the first row we have completed. Now we are taking the second row, that is minus into plus is minus 5 into 2 minus 10. Again in between minus, so 3 3 we are writing here what 9. And next one is 3 1 the 3 minus 2 2 the 4. Completed now? Similarly, it is a very simple one. We have completed two problems. This is the last one. Yes. So 2 3 is again 6. Between we are writing minus, but there is a minus here. So we are writing minus to minus, that is plus 5. And the last one also, yes, plus into minus is minus 3. In between minus 4 to the 8. Yes, minus 3 we can write minus 8 here. Next one, 2 into 1 minus 1 is minus 2, and between minus there again we are having minus, that is plus 1. And the last one is 1 into 4 is 4 minus, there is again we are having the minus 3. So minus and minus plus 3. So now the simplification of this one will be, we are having this. Yes. Now we got the adjoint of a matrix. Now we can write what? After having the determinant of A and adjoint of a matrix. So now we have to write the A inverse. Yes. A inverse is equal to, we can write 1 by determinant of A into what? Adjoint A. Yes. So 1 by determinant of A we got 4. Now adjoint of a matrix is having here. Question. Now we get the A inverse matrix means now we can write what? X is equal to A inverse into B or not. So this is the A inverse. Now this is the matrix. From this we will get the matrix B. In the starting also we get matrix B. Yes. Now we can substitute these A inverse and B matrix. Yes, we can multiply. Just I will run this. So we got the determinant of A and adjoint of a matrix. Yes or no? Suppose we got the determinant of A and adjoint of the matrix. Okay. So finally we can find the A inverse. Yes. Also we completed A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint A. Now we can write X is equal to A inverse into B matrix. So this is the A inverse matrix S, 1 by determinant of A into adjoint A. And the matrix B is in the starting already we wrote the matrix B, that is constant matrix. Here also we can write by applying the equation 7 minus 5 12. 7 minus 5 12. Now we can multiply these two matrices. How we can multiply that? By taking the first row, we are multiplying the first column. Yes. So that is we are having, this is the element, first row, first element. Yes. So now 7 into 7 is 49. 1 into minus 5 is minus 5. Minus into plus again minus. 3 into 12 means 12 3 times 36. Yes, we have completed the first row. Now by taking the second row, again we are multiplying with the first column. See, minus into plus minus, 19 7 times it is 133. Yes. So now minus into again minus, that is plus 5. 11 12 times. So 11 12 times means which is what, 132. Next one. This is the last row. By taking the last row, we are multiplying with the first column. Minus into plus minus, 11 into 7 is 77. Again minus and minus plus 1 into 5 is 5 and 7 into 12 it is 84. Now after this 49 we can add these two, so it will be minus 41, and see, by adding these two we are having the 137, yes, and minus, that is 133. And the last one is, that is 84 plus 5, which is 84 minus, 89 minus, we can write minus here 77. After writing this, now which one, this is 49 minus 41, we are having the 8. And 137 minus 133, which is nothing but what, 4. And see here, 89 minus 77, which is what, 12. After completion of this one, just multiply 1 by 4 inside the matrix. Suppose we are multiplying 1 by 4 inside the matrix, means each and every element in this matrix which is multiplied by what, 1 by 4. So that's why just I will rub this one. See here. Now I am going to multiply this 1 by 4 inside the matrix. That is x is equal to, we can write like this, 8 by 4. Yes or no? Next one is 4 by 4, and the last one is, that is 12 by 4. And we know that here what is x? X is nothing but it is a variable matrix, that is x, y, z. Now 4 one times, which is going to cancel here 2 times. Now that will be the 2, and 4 one time gets cancelled. Now finally 4 one times, 4 3 times, which is going to cancel here. So we can write that is 3. So finally we got here 2 1 3. Now we are going to equating on both the sides. Because of these four matrices, we are equating the corresponding places, that is x is equal to, will be at 2, and whatever the y is 1, and z is nothing but what, 3. Yes. So we got the x, y, z values, means our solution is completed. Yes. So suppose if you are observing here, these solutions we got, but now we can verify whether this solution is correct or wrong. So how we can verify that? Put these x, y, z values in the given equations. Okay. Now see here, x is equal to 2, y is 1, and 2 into z is nothing but what, 3. Now we have to get the 7. 2 minus 1, 3 to the 6. So 2 plus 6, it is 8. Yes. Minus 1, finally we got the 7. Suppose we got the RHS, means we can say our solution is perfect solution. Thank you.